The 82nd Airborne Division is the contingency division for the U.S. Army. The 82nd has the mission to deploy anywhere in the world within 18 hours on no notice and to fight and win. This means constant preparedness to fight in all environments of the world and preparedness to fight across the full scale of warfare. With mounting tensions all over the world, the 82nd Airborne Division, as part of the 18th Airborne Corps, spearheads our nation's forces that stand ready to protect our national interests. Our national strategy of realistic deterrence and rapid deployment demands quick reaction forces, capable of a wide variety of missions. United States forces must be versatile, well-trained, ready for deployment anywhere in the world. The 82nd answers that need. As the largest airborne force in the free world, the 82nd takes maximum advantage of available airlift assets for the strategic deployment and tactical employment of the airborne force. To close with and destroy the enemy is the job of the 14,000 paratroopers that are the backbone of the 82nd Airborne Division. The division is composed of 3 infantry brigades, Division Artillery, an aviation brigade, and the Division Support Command. Each infantry brigade consists of 3 battalions. A battalion's organic weapons systems include the 81mm mortar, 60mm mortar, and AT-4, tow and Dragon anti-tank weapons. The soldiers carry the M16A2 rifle as their individual weapon and the 9mm pistol as requirements demand. The infantry can accomplish its mission only with the help of other divisional units. Using the air-droppable 105mm howitzer, Division Artillery, called DIVARTY, has 3 battalions to provide fire support to the infantry. DIVARTY provides quick, accurate, and deadly firepower whenever needed. The 82nd Aviation Brigade provides continuous aviation support to the division with reconnaissance, air assault, and attack helicopter support. The brigade's attack helicopter, air assault battalion, and cavalry squadron employ a variety of helicopters. The AH-64 Apache is the division commander's primary anti-armor deep attack helicopter. The OH-58 Kiowa and the AH-1 Cobra are used for observation and armed reconnaissance. The UH-60 Blackhawks give the division commander battlefield mobility and aerial resupply. They move men and equipment throughout the battle area from rear support areas to deep within enemy territory. The Division Support Command, or DISCOM, supplies the division's fighting units by means of forward area support teams. DISCOM supervises the air deployment of all divisional assets. Its 3 battalions provide supply and transportation, medical, and maintenance support to the division. Medical support critical to our soldiers' needs is provided both in garrison and in the field by DISCOM's medical battalion. In garrison, medics from this battalion staff both troop medical clinics and the installation's hospital. In the field, these same doctors and medics staff stations and medical clearing companies with a wide range of medical capabilities. The Supply and Transport Battalion is responsible for general supplies, parachutes, food, fuel, ammunition, and ground transportation. Their riggers prepare all the parachutes for division jumpers and air-dropped equipment. From dozers to Dragons, the equipment of the division must be in top operating condition. This is the responsibility of the Maintenance Battalion. When repairs do become necessary in the field, well-trained soldiers rapidly repair and return to service that equipment to keep the division combat ready. 5 separate battalions also support the division's combined arms effort. An air defense battalion protects the division from air attack by using its Vulcan and Stinger weapon systems. These weapons can engage hostile enemy aircraft long before they become a threat to the division. The division's light armor battalion is the only one of its kind in the Army. Unique to this organization is the M551 Sheridan tank with its 152mm gun that can fire the Shillelagh missile. The Sheridan can be dropped by parachute or by low-altitude parachute extraction. It is mainly airdropped right along with the infantry assault troops in order that its heavy direct fire support is immediately available in the initial assault. The Engineer Battalion has the men and equipment to facilitate movement of friendly troops on the battlefield, impede the enemy's movement, and enhance survivability by constructing fighting positions. They repair and maintain combat flight landing strips and build obstacles and fortifications. They also provide breaching forces during infantry assaults against enemy strong points. The 82nd Signal Battalion provides the division with a variety of ways to extend the commander's voice anywhere in the world with secure communications. Among the means are the newest generation of HF single and multi-channel tactical satellite radios. This critical command and control capability is necessary for coordinating the division's combat power. A combat electronic warfare and intelligence battalion collects information from every source on the battlefield. The CWE unit also conducts electronic warfare, ground reconnaissance, and surveillance. The division trains to fight at night, thus enhancing both survivability and the element of surprise. 90% of the training jumps are during the hours of darkness. Frequently, training exercises begin after sunset with an airborne operation. A variety of tactical missions are accomplished before the sun rises. Night vision devices, such as those used to obtain this film, and frequent night training give troopers the advantage and confidence to exploit the veil of darkness. Airborne troopers are truly night fighters. The 82nd Airborne Division is the only airborne division in the U.S. Army, and it is the only division with a forced entry capability. This means the 82nd can deploy anywhere in the world without secure airfields, ports, or beaches. It can deliver a rapid surprise first blow from the air and can sustain itself anywhere in the world. Not only is it the only U.S. force with this capability, with C-141 air refuelable transport aircraft, it is the only division that is not dependent upon staging bases. The division has developed various force packages to deal with just about every possible contingency. A light, medium, or heavy package serves as a starting point for the commander based on the mission and number of available aircraft. He can tailor the deploying force based on the threat, the firepower required, and other variables. Depending on the mission, a division-ready brigade, or DRB, can be deployed if the mission should require a brigade-sized task force. A DRB task force consists of the same elements as the division, but on a smaller scale. The DRB is built around 3 infantry battalions, an artillery battalion, 1 engineer company, aviation assets, and other combined arms elements in support. For contingency missions requiring fast response and substantial firepower, the division-ready force known as DRF is deployed. A DRF comprises 3 or 4 infantry companies, a field artillery battery, and other support elements tailored to its size and mission. The division can use any available fields as drop zones and can deploy task forces within hours after notification. Once drop zones are secure, resupply and reinforcement are accomplished by air delivery. The division also possesses enormous staying power in terms of organic firepower and the capability of sustaining combat operations. By way of contrast, the 82nd Airborne Division has more firepower and mobility than all 7 World War II Allied Airborne Divisions combined. Today, the 82nd has anti-armor weapons with substantially increased ranges, stopping power, and accuracy. The TOW missile, ground, air, or vehicle mounted, can engage targets out to more than 3,700 meters. These tube-launched, optically tracked, wire-guided missiles can be fired day or night with incredible accuracy. The Dragon and the AT-4 are medium and light anti-tank weapons. The Dragon's deadly accurate high-explosive round can reach targets out to 1,000 meters. The AT-4 can fire a projectile out to 300 meters. The Army's attack helicopter, the AH-64 Apache, is normally armed with 8 Hellfire laser-guided anti-tank missiles, 38 2.75-inch rockets, and a 30mm cannon. It has a maximum speed of 164 knots and is capable of climbing in excess of 3,000 feet per minute. It has a target acquisition and designation sight and a pilot night vision sensor, which allows its crew to fight and fly in adverse weather and total darkness. Artillery is vital in the division's ever-increasing firepower. DeVarty employs the 105mm howitzer with a variety of munitions, depending on the nature of the target. The 105mm howitzer goes almost anywhere the paratroopers go. Ammunition, the gun, and its prime mover, the Humvee, can be parachuted or carried externally by helicopter to any location with its crew. Within minutes of landing, the 105 is in position to bring suppressive fire on the enemy targets. Delivery techniques developed with the Air Force enabled the division to bring supplies into any objective area without a secure airfield. This provides virtually direct resupply to each unit. Using the Container Delivery System, CDS, any pallet of up to 2,000 pounds of ammunition, supplies, and equipment can be accurately airdropped even into unprepared areas within 100 meters of the desired location. High-tonnage bulk supplies of armored vehicles too heavy or too large for CDS can be handled by LAPES, a low-altitude parachute extraction system. Refinements in heavy drop procedures and equipment allow the delivery by parachute of every item of combat support equipment except rotary wing aircraft. An adverse weather aerial delivery system, AWADS, on the C-130s and station-keeping navigational equipment on the C-141s enables a pilot to target in a drop zone regardless of fog, rain, snow, haze, or clouds. This capability is unique only to American airborne forces and therefore gives us a capability that never before existed. The 82nd Airborne is unique. The real key to the 82nd success is the individual paratroopers. The professional paratrooper is truly a volunteer. He volunteered twice, first when he joined the Army, and again when he went to the U.S. Army Airborne School. Being a paratrooper goes beyond jumping from an aircraft. His bravery spills over to accomplish other courageous acts necessary on the battlefield and throughout life. Every time he jumps from an aircraft in flight, he reaffirms his dedication. An 82nd paratrooper is special. Paratroopers demand the best from their leaders, and hard training is what they expect. 82nd soldiers know that vigorous and demanding training can mean personal and unit survival. Each year, the division sends one of every 4 soldiers to attend technical, leadership, and university-level programs. A variety of schools provide our leaders with the best training possible. Schools such as Jumpmaster School, Ranger School, and the Airborne Leaders Course give the leaders the edge and allows them to hit the ground running, always ready to provide the best possible leadership to the division's troopers.
We run never ready. We run every day. I can go.
Physical fitness is a way of life in the 82nd. It's vital to success on the battlefield. In a year, the division runs over 9 million miles. As an individual statistic, that's 690 miles for each trooper. But there is more to a paratrooper than just being well-trained and tough. A trooper has to be mentally and spiritually ready to meet demanding challenges and make sacrifices. State of mind, a sense of the right values and ethics, love of God, country, and family are all important elements which help troopers endure known and unknown demands of serving in the 82nd Airborne Division. If you were to walk through the division area at Fort Bragg, you would hear the word airborne 100 times a day. It's not just another military skill qualification. It's a state of mind, an intellectual toughness that strikes the word quit completely out of the paratroopers' vocabulary. It's a quality that gives the paratroopers the ability to run another mile when the body says no. For the paratroopers, something extra is routine. It's an enthusiasm for new challenges and searching for better ways to accomplish missions. Above all, it's an intense conviction that every paratrooper in the 82nd is elite. Today, the troopers of the 82nd form the cutting edge of the nation's strategic combat forces. These troopers know the pride and determination of those few who wear the maroon beret of the American paratrooper. The American paratrooper, acknowledged and respected by all, stands ready to demonstrate once again that he is the best fighting soldier in the world.